Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today in this video review we're going to talk about Tron price target on the upside. Okay, so first of all, if you're new to the channel, thank you and welcome to the channel. Please give a big thumbs up to the channel, like, subscribe and share. That will give me a motivation to get you this content every day. Okay, that is very important to keep me motivated and make all this video reviews at 11:30 at night for you. Okay, so please do me a favor, like it, subscribe it and share it. Alright, and if you're really feeling generous, then there is a donation button in the video review as well. So hope this helped you, and let's get into the Tron. Okay, so we've been following Tron for about a week now. We've been following since actually when it made all-time high around 30 cents. That's when I said that do not buy Tron, wait for the pullback. Since then, we had a really nice pullback in Tron, and I was setting my price target to buy Tron around 10 cents, and that's where I started shopping for Tron. Okay, and since then I have been adding smaller position as we're coming down. So right now, as we've been talking about it in previous videos, that it was in the falling wedge and it needs to break out of this falling wedge, which wasn't coming to a pin action, and we need to break out with the higher volume, and that's exactly what happened today. So I'm really glad to see, as we talked about this volume up here, that it was going up and up and up on the sell side. That's a confirmation that all the sellers that wanted to get out of Tron have been out, and the remaining ones will be the buyers. Okay, and that's the confirmation that we got with the higher volume here. You see this uptick on the volume, which is very positive. I really like to see this positive uptick on the volume stick, and I want to see the continuation on that. Okay, so those are the few positive things that we are that's working for Tron. First of all, the sellers, the weak hands out of Tron, in Tron they're out of it. Okay, so weak hand in Tron, they're out of it. Now we have this new buyers who are coming in, who saw the price level around 5 cents very attractive. They got in. There are new buyers, people who were in Tron for long term. They added position, so a lot of volume came in, and on top of that we broke out of this falling wedge. Okay, so for the target, all right, so target is pretty, I want to keep it very simple. Okay, I want to, I don't want to make it complicated where it's hard to follow, so I will keep it very simple. So previous support, the previous support becomes a resistance now. Okay, what do I mean by that? So previous support, if you see around here, around this price action, which was around 10 cents, so that becomes resistance. Okay, 7 cents and 10 cents, so that becomes now a resistance. Okay, so if I dive into, so again, this is Tron against BTC, against Bitcoin pair. So I want to look at the Tron in the USD pair. Okay, so in here on the coin market cap, I look at the previous resistance, previous support was around this is the 10 cents. all right, that's the 10 cents, and the other one, the previous support was around 7 cents. So right now we are around 7 cents, and which is becoming a resistance right now. So we are right at the resistance of 7 cents that we need to break, which was a previous support. So we need to, there needs to be an uptick from the 7 cents mark with a higher volume that will make our way toward the previous support, which is now resistance, is at 10 cents. So if you see this dotted line, this is the 7 cents mark, and this is the 10 cents mark. Okay, so I have a feeling that this is turning into a nice 5-way series, Elliott 5-way series right now. So I don't want to make it too complicated, as I said before. So here is so this is the price action that I want to see in Tron. So we have a nice uptick here. Okay, nice uptick, a smaller pullback. All right, then to the target level of 10 cents, a small pullback, and then the final wave all the way up to the previous high that was made, which was around 20 cents. Okay, so this is the, and then obviously if it breaks this one, the previous one with the higher volume, then we can definitely go up to all-time high, which was around 30 cents. So if you see this pattern, let's take a bigger picture. What does it look like? Okay, this looks like a inverse head and shoulder pattern. If it follows through the pattern, the 5-way theory that I'm talking about here. So if inverse head and shoulder patterns are more bullish than they are bearish, okay, in order for this pattern to fully realize or like come through its potential, it needs to break the neckline, and I believe the neckline that we have is around 7 cents. Okay, so if it goes over that neckline of 7 cents, I believe this have a lot of room to run in short time, because there are a lot of the sellers, the weak hands out of Tron have been like, it was down continuously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and you can call this one 7, 8, 9. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you look at it, out of 9, 8 days it was fully on the negative side, and that tells you there was a lot of people who got out of, a lot of weak hands got out of Tron. So now the remaining ones are the long-term buyers, okay, and they're long-term holders. I am one of them. I'm keeping Tron at least for 6 months. I'm not in like pump and dump theory. I think this project have long-term potential, and I'm definitely keeping it for longer term. So here again, just to recap, we broke out of falling wedge. Now we had a nice uptick with a high volume, and now I believe we are in a 5-way pattern, Elliott pattern, that's gonna go into the all-time high and possibly break that. I want to do a second part of that once we break this neckline of 7 cents. So once we break, I believe this might turn into a head and shoulder, but it won't be a confirmation until we break the 7 cents resistance on Tron. Okay, so recapping, previous support becomes resistance on upside now. So previous support was 7 cents near term, now that is resistance. Previous support, which was 10 cents, now it's resistance at 10 cents, and then it will be 20 and 30 after that. Okay, so that is a quick recap on Tron that we have been following for almost 2 weeks now. I initially called it, if you have been following the channel, I initially called it not to buy Tron when it was getting so hyped up around 30 cents. Since then we have pulled back, then we started a position around 10 cents. We added a position, and since I have been adding a smaller position in it, and now it's paying off quite nicely. All right, so I hope this was helpful. Please like the channel, please subscribe. This is very important. That will keep me motivated. I really appreciate your support. The channel has been growing really fast, and I really love seeing those comments from you. Thank you again. I hope this helped you today. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please post it in the comments section below, and I will surely read them and get back to you on that. All right, guys. Thank you, and have a good night.